Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Yoga Practice. This week, we're working with the theme of acceptance. Every week, I teach these yoga classes, and we focus on a different theme. And if this is something that you really like, please subscribe. And if you have a suggestion on a theme, put it in the comments, and we'll explore it. So today we're going to go ahead and get centered, and then I'm going to take you to a place where you connect inward, and then we'll go through the quotes, some inspirational quotes on acceptance, and then we'll go ahead and weave it into the practice. So by the end of the practice, you're really feeling that you can take this into your life. So we'll go ahead and get started. Starting with the hands on the floor, just take a moment to notice how you're sitting. I want you to focus on all the muscles you're sitting. We call that pelvic floor, or in Sanskrit, it's mula, which means root, mula bandha, root lock. So you just engage enough that you're supported. And then above that, below the belly button, pull the belly in and up, and you get a sense of flying upward. And we call that Uddiyana Bandha. It means flying upward. And then at the top of the spine, now you can just draw the chin down. And we call that Jalandhara Bandha, or chin lock. And now with the bandhas engaged, you can release the hands because you're supported from the inside, and just focus on the breath. So as you inhale, you can visualize and feel the rib cage expand. And then as you exhale, you can feel the rib cage relax and draw closer together. And just try to keep those inhalations and exhalations equal in length. And we'll do one more round of this conscious breath. Inhale and exhale. And we'll take the hands together in prayer position. We'll vibrate an Om, and then I'll recite the inspirational quotes. Inhaling. Serenity comes when you trade expectations for acceptance. You don't need to understand everything, because sometimes it is not meant to be understood, but to be accepted. To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You just need to accept yourself. The greatest gift you can give to others is the gift of unconditional love and acceptance. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Acceptance. I think of it not only as letting go, but also as a way of opening up some space for new ideas or new possibilities. So we'll go ahead and we're going to turn and find yourself in this diamond position. And notice when you do that, it doesn't really matter how far out your feet are, just find a nice comfortable place. And I want you to notice when you do that, can you sit up? And even if you have to use the hands at first, and for a moment, just notice what it feels like to posteriorly tilt your pelvis. In other words, we're going to exhale and curl back, and then inhale and sit up. Now, can you do that with your breath? So as you exhale, feel how your spine can curl and it's supported. And then as you inhale, start to sit back up. Maybe you can do it without your hands. Just notice, exhale, inhale, and sit up. And then from here, let's add the hands. So we're going to exhale, go ahead and round the back, and you can let the elbows come closer together. And then inhale and sit way up. And then exhale. Inhale, sit way up. And we'll do that one more time. When you exhale, you allow. You accept, you allow. And inhale. And now from here, let's take a little side bend. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, rise up, gazing down the nose. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, rise up. And let's side bend to the right. This time, take your right hand down, and start to do just a little bit more side bend. You can start to bend the right elbow as you reach, feeling a nice line of energy here. So inhale, breathe into the left side. Exhale, see if you go a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. And we'll go to the other side now. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale here. Exhale. I'm pulling my left shoulder away from my ear as I side bend. Inhale, breathing into the right side. Exhale, gentle side bend. And then inhale, rise up. And now we're going to take a nice forward bend. So you can use your block if you want to. Maybe it's in your feet, maybe it's here. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, go ahead and round the spine forward, pulling the belly in. And now we're just allowing. So maybe your hands go to your feet, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, fill up your spine with breath. Exhale, see if your knees can open. Inhale, no tension in your shoulders. And exhale. And again, inhale. Maybe you're finding you're getting more relaxed and you can go deeper. Exhale. And then inhale and rise up. Next, we're going to come over onto all fours. So you can take your legs to the side and gently just make your way up. And from here, we're going to allow the cat-cows to happen. So if you really move with breath, you'll find it, you can go quite deep. So inhale, lengthen through the spine, gazing down the nose. And then exhale, pull everything in and lift up. So it's really lifted. Move with your breath. So as you inhale, you start to let the sternum come forward. And then exhale, round the spine. One more. Inhale, the head comes last. Let the sternum come first. Gaze down the nose. And exhale. Let's take the feet together and the knees apart for child's pose. So inhale here. Exhale, let the tail come down, reaching the arms forward. Try to roll your shoulders away from your ears as you get the most length you can in your back here. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can relax a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to take nice full breaths into the entire circumference of the rib cage. And one more breath. And exhale. Let's inhale, come back up to all fours. And from here, let's just do a nice puppy pose. So you can go ahead, keep your hips where they are, and start to walk your hands forward. Inhale here, gazing down the nose. Exhale, melt. Inhale. And exhale, melt. Just breathing here. And then inhale, rise up. For this next one, we're going to get a little bit of a twist and then a nice shoulder stretch. So try to keep your hips over your knees as best you can. Your feet could come together if that felt better in your body, or you could keep them apart. That's up to you. We're going to start with the right hand behind the head, and we're going to work into this thread the needle nice pose. It's a nice stretch. So we'll start with a twist here where you're supporting your head with your hand and you're turning to touch your elbow onto your left arm. And then you inhale, open, exhale, open a little bit more. Inhale here, exhale, curl in. And then inhale, open real wide as you can. And exhale, come back in. And now inhale, open as much as you can and reach your arm this time. And then now we're going to thread the needle. So you come through, trying to take your right ear as close to the floor as you can and your right shoulder as close to the floor as you can. And you can just keep reaching with this left hand. You can even have this left elbow bent and start to maybe roll to the right a little. Make sure there's no tension in your neck and you're twisting from your ribs. So you inhale here, exhale, turning your right ribs to the left, and try to relax as much as you can and allow the stretch to happen. So even if you're up here, just do the best you can in your body, breathing. And be careful with your neck. Make sure your neck is lengthened. You're not crunched in your neck and you're not looking up. And then inhale, come back up, and we'll do the other side. So from here, we're going to take the left hand behind the head, and we're going to exhale and come in. Inhale, open. Exhale and come in. Inhale and open. Exhale and come in. Inhale, open, and we'll reach the arm. Inhale here, I'm turning my right ribs to the left as I exhale, gazing down my nose and up. Try not to turn the hips too much. They could turn a little. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, coming through, thread the needle. So I just take I'm trying to get my right ear close to the floor, and I'm trying to get my shoulder close to the floor, but make sure you're rolling your shoulders away from your ears and you're not up here. Really roll down and breathe. You can even lean to the left a little. Inhale and exhale. You could reach your arm if that felt better, or keep your elbow bent. And then inhale and rise up. It's a really nice stretch in the shoulders and a nice twist in the spine. We're going to come into Virasana next. So I like to use blocks. I always practice with blocks and a little towel or a yoga belt because they come in handy. Some people can do this pose without blocks, and that's great. Just come into it. I have osteoarthritis in my knees, so I honor that. And as you come back, you can create some space behind your knees by pressing down and slowly coming back, and just notice maybe you get a nice stretch in the quads. You could sit up on even some pillows or whatever you have, and just find a place where you can sit up. So you want to get that length in the low spine, and then nice opening in the sternum, and sit for a moment. Let's take Chin Mudra today. So the hands are down, and it really feels like a sense of grounding, right? And what I like about this acceptance is that you can just let things happen, and you don't have to strive. You just allow. So just allow that breath to take you there. And then from there, from here, we're going to take it into a nice back bend. So we're going to inhale here. Let's reach the arms, and I want you to see how the breath will take you into the pose. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, allow. Gaze down the nose. Inhale. Exhale, allow. Feel that upper back bend. The low back will pretty much do that naturally, but sometimes we get caught in the shoulders and the upper back. So see how much you can find in your sternum. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back, and not too much in your neck, right? Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. And inhale, rise up. And now we'll make our way back to all fours. You can take the blocks out, and we'll come back down to seated. So I'm just going to turn to the side and let the legs come out in front. And then let's sit in Dandasana as best you can. So if you have to bend the knees a little to make sure your low back is engaged, do that and sit way up. And then from here, or maybe you can straighten your legs. Right? And from here, let's just bend the right knee. Bend the right knee and pull the knee in. So maybe you can grab the outside of your foot. And if you start to curl back a little bit, that's okay. Just notice where that is today. Just pulling in. So you feel the hip flex here. And then we'll take the leg across this way. Just feeling that. External rotation at your hip. And then bend the left leg and see if you can get your right ankle right at your left knee and sit up. You can use your hands here. If you were curled back, that's okay, but just try to open your knee and do your best to sit up. But again, you could be up on a blanket or a block. Sitting up, you want to try to open that knee as best you can. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. So we'll start by bending the left foot or the left knee and pulling that knee back. And if it's accessible to you, grab the foot and see if you can pull that knee back. And if you start to curl back, that's okay. That's okay, just do your best. And then we're gonna bring the leg across and see if you can cradle it a little bit and rock it a little bit. And then we'll bend the right knee and just align that ankle right by the knee. You can use your hands here to allow you to help get some assistance, right? Assistance is good. And open the knee as best you can. Nice external rotation and try to lift the sternum. It's okay if you're back here, but try to lift up. Just do the best you can. Breathing. And then inhale here. We'll release that. Come back into Dandasana. If you need to bend the knees, again, do that. Sit up, but try to straighten your legs. See where you go. We're going to take it into a restorative forward bend. So you could take your block or maybe blocks and sitting up as tall as you can. If you have to bend your knees, that's fine, but do the best you can, coming forward as much as you can and then rounding. And maybe once you get that full length, then it's okay to round and put your head down. And maybe you can take your hands here, or maybe you're here, but try to get your shoulders away from your ears. They're rolling away from your ears, even though you're lengthening forward. Maybe you find as you're here, you can come a little deeper with your breath. So notice what happens. You inhale, exhale, surrender some more. Maybe you find that that's going well. Inhale, exhale, surrender some more. Couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale, allowing your body to go deeper. Make sure you keep your legs as engaged as you can. Exhale. And then inhale, lengthen, and we'll exhale, release. And now we'll make our way down to the floor. So sitting up as tall as you can. You can have your legs a little bent if you needed to. Let's inhale here. Exhale, start to curl the spine back. You could hold on. Pull the belly in and notice how your exhalation will help you to curl back. Curl back. It gives you that nice length. Inhale, exhale, curling. We're coming all the way back. And then once we're here, let's go ahead and bend the knees. And let's come into a nice bridge. So rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to curl your pelvis up. Lifting. Lift up as high as you can. Make sure your neck is long. You're not here, you're not here. You're right in the middle. Lift up as high as you can. And then slowly curling down. Hold the belly in. Exhale, come down. And we'll do one more, but we'll add the arms. So inhale. Exhale, curl and come up. As high as you can. Reach the arms. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, start to curl down. Curl all the way down. Now we'll leave the arms where they are, and you can walk your feet out a little bit. We'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or just go have your feet where you feel good. Inhale, where you can just inhale, breathe in, and exhale, let go. Inhale, and allow, accept. Inhale fully, and then accept the opening. And if you wanted to stay here a little longer, by all means do. But I'm going to take us into a nice twist now, and I want you to really focus on twisting with the breath. So let's inhale, lift the hips up, shift them to the left. Inhale, let the knees come up. Exhale, take the knees over to the right. You can gently use your hand to guide that left knee over. Now inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, turn your right ribs to the left. Notice how that shoulder will come down as you do that. Inhale, and it might not be all the way to the floor, that's okay. Now exhale, feel how the left ribs turn to the right, and then maybe your head gently. You allow the head, it just goes. One more, inhale, exhale. And then inhale, coming up, And we'll go to the other side. So let's lift the hips up, shift them to the right. Inhale here, let the knees come up. Exhale, let the legs come over. You can gently guide your your left hand over your right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, feel the left ribs turn to the right, drawing the right shoulder down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feel the left ribs turn to the right, maybe gently taking your head. Inhale, allowing, accepting. One more. And exhale. And then inhale, let everything come back. Just take a moment and you can go ahead and grab the feet and maybe rock around a little bit in this happy baby, inhaling and exhaling. Just allowing, release. And then we'll completely just release and accept this moment of peace and bliss and inner light, and just stay in that. And you can stay in this Shavasana as long as you'd like. But I'm going to go ahead and take us out. So you could start to just become aware of your breath. And then start to slowly move fingers and toes. And then as you're ready, bending your knees and making your way to your side, taking your time, staying in this energy. And slowly coming out. There's a certain peace that comes with acceptance when you can just be open. So see if that you can find that and in everything you do, with everyone you see, and even with yourself, and let it resonate. Namaste.